Brutal Sims got to 200. Y'all already know, but shout out to Brutal Sims, 200K is on the way. Like, we know. And once he got that, he went back and got all City was stuck at like, I want to say like 75, 80 for a minute. Boom. He got that push. Then, once, now you have two guys with 100K subscribers. They went back and pushed up Jay Easy. I watched it with my eyes, B. I watched it with my eyes. But you see, now what you hearing them say is what I said 3 years ago, people. I said this 3 years ago. The problem with this 2K community, nobody wants to put somebody on. Nobody wants to sit here. You want to know why? Because everybody's afraid of getting a spot taken. Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May. And today, y'all, I want to speak about something that's very important, right? I'm going to keep my voice down. My family is sleeping, and I want to try to be as respectful as possible. But I want to speak on certain things, right? Because I'm noticing there is a trend happening across everything, like everywhere, in sports, in medicine, medical, YouTube, everywhere you could think of, there's like a purge going on. And I think that this is a good topic because I think that the 2K community is due for this. Now, y'all already know, man, if y'all new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications. But this has to be spoken about. And the reason why I'm actually doing a full video, so that way nobody can't chop up what I'm saying and send it to somebody like, he said this about you. Listen to me. I'm afraid of no one. No one controls me. I say what I want to say, how I want to say it. If I decide to say it, I said it, and I stand by what I said. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. But I want to dive into this, right? Because this has already happened in the fashion section of YouTube. This has happened in the car section of YouTube, the cigar section of YouTube, the wine section of YouTube, the yoga section of YouTube, the workout, the fitness section of YouTube. But I don't think it's happened yet in the 2K community. And I think the only reason why it can't happen, or let me just say this, I think it won't happen. I think because a lot of people are afraid. I'm gonna say this again. A lot of people are afraid of backlash. You feel what I'm saying? How their peers are going to perceive them, how they will be received by the audience. Will the 2K hear me, y'all? I keep telling y'all guys, the very first video I've ever done on my page was in 21, right? Hear me out. I told y'all guys from day one, I am going to be the Suge Knight of the 2K community. I am the Suge Knight of the 2K community. And yes, it's a self-title. I am the Suge Knight of the 2K community. Because not only can I see the bullshit that's going on in the community, I'm not afraid to speak on it in a professional manner. Now, mind you, you're gonna hear me say some names. I'm not throwing no shots. I'm just using these people as an example. So don't sit there and be like, he said this about you. I'm using this as an example. And if you're a grown-ass man and you hear me saying your name and you get emotional, maybe you got to figure that out within yourself. Because I'm going to say it in a way where it could be professionally received. And like I said, as a man, you can't take it and understand what's being said and why I'm using your name. then maybe you're not as mature as you believe you really are. You feel what I'm saying? But now I want to dive into this because something is happening in the, not only in the manosphere side of YouTube, but specifically the black manosphere of YouTube. And I really, really, truly feel the only reason why this can't happen, but it's due, is because, hear me out. Though everybody's cool with each other, but hear me out. One of the, I'm giving you an example. One of the main reasons why the hip hop industry died, listen, is because the competitive side was removed. There's no competition. There's no professional competitiveness. There's no professional attacks. There's no, how do you say it? ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say it? Like, okay. John Stockton said it the best, right? Not to change it, just hear me out. John Stockton said, I respected Michael Jordan. He said, but he said, how could you play against somebody and you're in awe of them? He said, how can you play against somebody like that? Like that's impossible. And the problem is this, right? Only the best people are gonna understand what I'm saying, because like Allen Iverson, when he crossed Jordan, he was like, yo man, yo Jordan XYZ, and Jordan was like, man, then you wouldn't have crossed me like that. See, because Jordan, even by Jordan saying like, yeah, if you got mad love for me and all that, well, you wouldn't have crossed me like that, even though it's joking, but he said it. Jordan still said it because Jordan is accustomed to that fear factor. Now, I want you guys to understand something, right? Nah, I'm going to do that on a whole nother video. But I want to stick to this, right? The problem with the 2K community is not that people want to be too cool, but people are afraid to come at. Great example, right? You guys see in 2K, I'm not really a good park player. I'm not a park player. I like to play in the park, and I like y'all to come out to the park. And yeah, I talk my shit. I'll be like, no, you can't guard me. Well, you can't guard me. Like, that's what it's about. See, hear me out, right? Somewhere, I heard a video earlier, right, where All City was like, oh, shooting 50%, something like that in the game used to be bad, but now it's good. Now, this is where I can't back up that statement, because though what he is saying may be true and have some weight behind it, I want you to understand it's the same thing that you're gonna see right here. You're gonna see right here in this video. See, hear me out. You can't say something is healthy for you that's destroying you. If it's killing you, but just because you alive right now, ready? I'll give you an example. People who smoke weed. Let's just give you an example, right? They don't feel the effects now. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it doesn't have an effect on you. I know people who've been smoking cigarettes their whole life and they still alive, and people who've been smoking weed, they passed the age of 45. Same thing with alcohol. just because you're enjoying it now at the moment doesn't mean that it's not doing damage to you. Now, what I do want to say is this. The problem is there are people that have come before us and they may have set a standard. Listen to me. I'm going to use the example of the USA basketball team thing I just saw on Netflix called The Court of Gold, right? Great Netflix joint, right? Kevin Durant said the best USA basketball team was the 92 Bulls. But he said, because at that time, the other teams like Serbia and España and all these other teams, they were doing their thing. But there has never been a time, listen to me, this USA, this past, what was it, 2025, 2024, this past USA team that just won, yo, like 70% of the players were from out of the country. Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Frontier, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Some of the best players in our league are from other countries. So KD was like, yo, the rest of the world has caught up. So I'm going to say this again. So when All City said the standard was, you do know that 2K has come a long way, right? Like, you see, this is the thing. People, now, I don't agree with people that say things in 2K like this, right? Let me out. The three-pointer is the best shot in the game. Right? Now, the same people that are saying this are the ones that need 86 screens. 99 ball handle, 99 ready. Shout out to Brutus Sims. Because Brutus Sims was the first person to say this. It's the comp community that, ready? They want the comp skill gap, but in NBA 2K25, when it came to that skill gap thing, whatever the case may be, ready? It's the comp community that's complaining. The competitive players that just play every single day. I don't care to be comp. I don't care to be non-comp. I don't care to be Sim Nation. I don't care to be Him Nation. I don't care to be The Nation. I don't care to be the Nation of Islam. I don't care to be nothing. I don't want to be a part of. I am me. I am me. The only thing that I am a part of is I am a part of this 2K content creation community. That's what I am a part of. That is a fact. And I will say this, and I have to say it because All City one time said, now hear me, listen, y'all, listen. See, All City, now see, I'm giving credit, because there is something in life called what is it? It's called reference. I think it's called reference of first mention. The first time you ever heard something, and I reviewed it over and over and over again, and I looked at other content creators, and I ain't hear nobody say anything about this, right? Now, when I came out against content creators, I was the first person. Listen, I was the first person. And y'all hear me say it all the time on live stream. Yo, tag me in the content creator that is telling y'all this dumbass information. Tag me to the content creator that shows you to make this build. Tag me to the nigga that said that this is going to be the meta, the beta, alpha, kappa, mu, gamma, xi. Like, tell me who's the nigga that told you that this was going to be the... And All City was the first big content creator. Listen to me. He was actually the only first big content creator that came out and actually said, yo, this is correct. He said, the problem is content creators are not held responsible for what they put out. We don't hold the content creators responsible. This is the reason why, like, shout out to Anonymous and shout out to Swante. See, I'm gonna say names because I respect when people respect real shit. Now, I don't agree with everything Swante says. I don't agree with everything Anonymous says. But I don't think nobody should agree 100% with what anybody says. That means you a fucking robot. Hear me out. But when Anonymous said, y'all be listening to these content creators that be out here making these builds in the building and then coming and telling y'all this is going to be the best build XYZ. And I forgot who it was. Somebody said, and I was watching the live stream. I didn't even respond to Anonymous yet. I just know Anonymous is one of the OGs in the 2K community. That I did know. That I knew. That Anonymous is all right. So there's like different eras of OGs. Let's just be clear. Anonymous is definitely one of the OGs in the community. But what happened was this. Me hearing him respond to somebody say in his comment section, yo, you gotta check out this dude True Hall of Fame builds. He said, he does not put out a build until he spends the money. He makes the builds, show you how to play with the build, and he puts it out. Anonymous did a reaction video saying, shout out to True Hall of Fame builds, because this man, he's doing it the right way. So I got to give him that respect. And y'all already know I got mad respect personally for Anonymous. I respect who he is as a man. You feel what I'm saying? Now, even when Swante was like, shout out to True Hall of Fame, man. That's a real one. He spends his money to make builds. And yeah, Swante made a joke of it. He was like, I ain't spending $1 on this game. He said, I think at the time, he said, I think in 2K20, I think it was 2K23, he was like, man, I spent too much money as it is. I ain't spending another $1. So you know what? It is what it is. But he still showed the love and the respect. But you see, that kind of respect, you can't get that from all of the content creators. And this is why I'm saying that the 2K community needs a purge. And I think NBA 2K, the company themselves, they need to rise up some new blood. They need to bring up some new people, because they keep using the same old people, and they keep getting the same result every single year. The whole community turning on them, and it is what it is. But listen, I know some of y'all are going to say 2K doesn't want to hear nobody's opinion, XYZ, this and that. That's perfectly fine. But I truly think that there are some people that I'm going to throw their names in the hat that I think that would give 2K a different life. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to dive right into this, right? Because I'm going to show you, for those who know who this is, they're going to speak about Kevin Samuels in the manosphere. But the problem that most people don't understand about Kevin Samuels he blew up stealing everybody's shit. And this is the part that, see, hear me out. The problem is this. Even in the 2K community, it's the same shit. It's the same shit. If Joe Knows comes and sees me doing something, and then Joe Knows takes my idea, and because he got 1 million subs, he becomes popular because of it. And if I did something, they're going to think I'm copying Joe Knows. Ready? I'm going to give you an example. Ready? All the other content creators, the Brutal Sims, the All Cities, there's only a few content creators that were streaming vertical. The first ones I really seen doing it was like All City, Brutal Sims, Jay Easy. I think there was another person that was doing it. It wasn't a lot of people. Now people are starting to convert over to this vertical. This, as you can see right here, they go into the vertical stream. But now people would put on the bottom, join my Discord, this and that, XYZ, this and that, yada yada. So what happens is this: I was the first person to bring this idea to the 2K community, right? I'll show you another one. My Jason Tatum, right? Cool. My Jason Kidd. I have all of them queued up. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I was the first person to actually put the picture down below of the person that the build that I was playing with at the time. And now I'm seeing more and more people snatching the idea. Now, the one person who gave me credit was anonymous. He said, yo, True, you see down at the bottom, I got that picture. That was a good idea, my boy. You creative. See, there are a few things that I've brought to the 2K community that nobody's ever going to really give me credit for. Why? Because my channel is still small, but numbers don't lie. People, you're going to hear me say some things here of what I've seen people bring to the community, XYZ, and why certain people it works and others it doesn't work. But we're going to get into this now. Hear me out. But then I went from that and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn all the way up. And I started doing shit like this. I started doing things like this. I started playing 2K in the middle. I'm up here. In the middle is the gameplay. Down below is highlights. Now, I ain't seen nobody go as far as putting the highlights down at the bottom. I ain't seen nobody go as far as doing this, because I think that'll be blatantly obvious that somebody's watching me. And I'm talking about, I got this with multiple builds, y'all. Multiple different builds. Look, I even got it with my Billy Hoyle build. When I brought out Billy Hoyle from White Man Can't Jump. Like, I got different highlights of different builds all over the place, right? But now, once somebody does that, it's going to be painfully obvious that somebody's watching me, but they're not going to give me the credit. Now, this is what's happening in the manosphere. And I will say this. I want to say first or fast, thank you to certain people. Thank you to Shakedown. Thank you to Brutal Sims. Thank you to All City. Thank you to Cobra. Thank you to Chris LD. Thank you to Dimes and Dime Work. Shout out to him. I'm talking about Dimes, like Milwaukee Bucks Dimes, like the 2K League Dimes. Elijah Dream. Boom. Coach, NBA 2K coach that he's affiliated with the 2K community. It's just so many people that actually always gave me love and showed me love and kept me in front of the lights. All City Big Hack. Shout out to you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the truth is this. All City Big Heck even said this one time too. He said, other people used to play dress up. Ready? You have people out here making a Michael Jordan build that looks like Michael Jordan with 99 3 ball. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Like, y'all don't see nobody. Yo, people be out here making MJ builds, doing nothing that MJ would do. Shout out to All City Big Heck saying, the very first person I saw actually make a build and actually imitate playing like the player that he made, like you feel like you're watching them on TV. The first person who ever did that was True Hall of Fame Builds. And when he said that, I appreciated him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I think I take a lot of pride in. And you know, some would say that's Sim Nation, whatever. But for me, I'm not a part of none of that. For me, it's just fun. I always shared you guys with the story with the little kid. Remember the little kid? Some of y'all guys remember the video where I have a video on my page where this kid was like 9 years old. Back then, my name was God Takeover. And this kid was like, oh, this is God Takeover? Oh man, I watch your YouTube channel, man. It's so cool. I'm playing with God Takeover. Mom and Dad, I'm playing with God Takeover. This is the guy that I told you that he plays like James Harden. He actually does the James Harden moves and everything. Like, this guy is incredible. And on live stream, I was like, yo, little man, check this out. I sent him a friend request. He was like, oh my God. Like, the high screech that I heard him hit, I never heard women hit this shit in my life. He was wow hype. Now that's part of the reason why we supposed to be doing this here. You know what I'm saying? To build a community, right? But like, that's something that I've been doing since the beginning of time. I don't just try to. That's like me trying to. I look like I got a Steph Curry build, but I'm over here trying to do 360 windmill dunks. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But let's dive in, because I want y'all guys to understand. You're gonna hear me speak on certain things as this video goes along. Fair use. I know I am improperly using fair use, but I'm still gonna invoke fair use because I'm using this for educational purposes. Shout out to Coach Greg. Much love to him. It is what it is. Let's rock and roll, man. Pay attention.
Kevin Samuels being brought up, Myron Gaines, and Angry Man, and another guy who should not be named, but I'll show you his name because we're going to play his video. But, you know, I'm taking a chance playing this video. He says he has no problems with me, but he's put out a couple of videos against me in the last couple of weeks or months. So, yeah, there's that. All right. But all of a sudden, the manosphere seems to be, you know, going again, proving me right based on my Magnus Opus, my declaration, my 2025, saying where the manosphere is. Let me go ahead and show you this. And this was unplanned, so, but I think it's a hot topic. But I was, you know, a lot of people have been critical of the manosphere, so I will give them that. But I'm one of the bigger voices of the manosphere that have come out and struck out against what I see in the manosphere today. And my thing was, hey, the manosphere destroyed itself. It wasn't YouTube censorship. It wasn't feminism. Yeah, they played their part. It wasn't Abbott and Preach. They only win if there were a couple of people, and only the big names, right? The most popular, latest, more popular figures out here. Okay. But in relationship to this, I kind of opened the conversation, and after that, their group called.
Like, let me give you guys an example. Shout out to All City Big Hack. He's the one that properly named me. He called me the Ric Flair of the 2K community. But you want to know what? So I started doing some homework. I thought it was a funny little thing he said. Cool. I want you guys to pay attention, right? He's not lying. People, right after I came on YouTube, I bought the Flash to content creation in the 2K community. I was out. Listen to me, y'all. Pay attention. Go back as far back as you want. I'm going to show you guys some things. Ready? Because All City Big Hack's been following me. I've only been on here going on 3 years. I'm going on my 4th year. I want you to understand, right? Look at this date, y'all. I'm showing y'all dates. I'm out here wearing Rolexes. I'm out here wearing diamond chains. Y'all see that date? 2021. Look right there. Bang. Right? This was my first video. I was the one out here wearing dookie chains, bracelets, tennis, flooded out, Rolex rings, Rolex watches. I'm wearing herringbones. I brought a different side out of a lot of 2K content creators that you see now. Yeah, hear me. And then shout out to my incredible subscribers. But then somebody showed me this, right? Pay attention. Cause then when All City Big Heck said that last summer, people were laughing. And then people started doing digging. Ready? July 2021. Pay attention. See that? 2021. Duke Dennis. See this? Bang. Now Duke Dennis is Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis is a super OG. You know what I'm saying? But ready? We can, like, bro, like literally, you can see he's there with Kai Cenat. Shout out to them boys over there doing their thing. AMP. Look. Simple, right? Pretty simple, right? 3 years ago, same time as me, right? Pay attention. 3 years ago. And now I'm going to some of the flashiest people that are now, you know what I'm saying, they doing it right. Them boys is doing it right. Look, see? Right? This is Duke Dennis. Let's pay attention. Hold up. Where is it at? Then somebody showed me this. Ready? Now, Cheese. Ready? Hear me? Cheese been doing his thing just like me. Now, he's a young dude, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cheeseaholic. He rocks with my brother Rich. Shout out to him. No beef, no shots at, no shots. Ready? I'm gonna show you when you started seeing the switch. Pay attention, because I want you guys to understand something, right? You gotta understand. Right here. Shout out to Cheese. November 29th of 2021. Shout out to Cheese, man. Getting his pendant should look nice. Should look real nice. I want you guys to see, look, pay attention. Look, shout out to Cheese, dog. Shout out to the big dog Cheese, man. You know what I'm saying? I shout out to my homies, man. Shout out to the homies. I love it. We driving Porsches, we driving Cayenne, we driving BMWs. We making money. Shout out to the homies making money. But you ready? That flash part, I brought that to the game. Let's be clear. Let's just be 100%. Let's be clear. And the thing is this, people have the numbers to show it. People have dates to show. True, that whole flashy side of being a content, you brought that side to the 2K content creation. And I like when people realize where something started, because most people don't know. And that's what you're gonna hear right here, because I'm gonna acknowledge a few content creators, because some people really don't know where some of y'all may even be influenced from. Some of y'all may even be influenced from different content creators. And some of you guys, and I think that us as a community, we definitely got to show a little bit more respect to those who came before us. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna let this man talk. I'm just giving it to you guys raw. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people, I have never been a broke person. I want to say since I was 27 years old. Like, shout out to Brutal Sims. Brutal Sims always said it. Brutal Sims been on before he got on YouTube. He's always been a popular dude. He's always been. So I want you to understand, like, when there's certain things that people bring to the game, it's like, maybe those people wouldn't acknowledge that I've done it, but if you look according to the dates don't lie. The dates don't lie. We can't run from the dates. We cannot run from the dates. The facts is the facts. Now, I'm not saying dudes haven't been getting money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying bringing it to the YouTube platform, like being a streamer, diamond out, jeweled out, pendant out. Like, bruh, y'all seen me with my Michael May. My Michael May chain, one of my first streams. This big ass Michael May pendant I got over. Bro, I brought that to this space. But let's keep going. Let's pay attention, y'all. Watch, listen.
Called the Red Pill Avengers got together on Valentine's Day. I was invited to the show. But their whole thing was to say, we need to keep the manosphere going. We need to stick together as men. I thought it was too little too late. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's too little too late, as I already just made my statement related to where the manosphere is going. And I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. And let's see here. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find the video. He has a channel, this guy here. Where's his video at?
Let me give you guys another thing. You ready? Pay attention. Pay attention. Because I was the very first person to do this. Now, shout out to Soul Illuminati. I want to give him his... See? Do you see that I can tell you guys? I can tell you guys right where it happened. Because I've done my homework. Now, Soul Illuminati, though he changed his whole content and left the 2K community and switched the whole content, that's different. He went a little too far. But you ready? When I wanted to have man talk on this channel, you know how many content creators said, yo, make another channel. I have another channel. The Hear Me Out podcast. I have a whole nother channel. The link's down below in the description. I have a whole nother channel. Feel free to go subscribe to that channel. Maybe I might try to build that channel up too, but hear me out. Everybody, yo, don't mix up your page. If you're gonna have a 2K page, leave it a 2K page. If you wanna play other games, make a whole nother channel. If you wanna do this, then go do that. Just make another channel for that. All content creators did that. Every single content creator had to go start another channel. I was one of the first people, and I'll be honest with you, I think it's like 4 of us. It's like 4 of us. And yes, Anonymous is one of the people out of the 4. So that means that there's 2 more people where on our channel, we had a little segment where we were doing like real talk, man talk shit. We were doing real man talk shit. Ready? How even EJ, sometimes he would do like a YouTube check, looking at people's YouTube pages, giving them criticism on his live stream. You ready? He did that to see what they were doing. Sometimes he'll check people's music videos and all that. He's on live stream. That's super dope. But I'm talking about like completely going left. Anonymous, me, And so Illuminati definitely changed his content, but he completely changed. Like, he wasn't still mixing it up. There was a small group of us who took the chance and was saying, this is my audience. Ready? When I started, ready? Hear me out, y'all. Pay attention. I was the first person playing RoboCop on their channel. Now, my channel is not a 2K channel, but nobody else was playing RoboCop. I was the first person playing that's in the 2K community on his page. I was playing RoboCop. I seen other content creators, like every now and again they'll throw in a different stream or they'll play a different. No, I've seen content creators that that on Twitch they'll stream their shooting games, but on YouTube they'll stream 2K. Fuck all that. I'm doing everything right here. I was the first person to push that, and I got the proof from different content creators saying, yo, that's pretty ballsy. That's pretty ballsy for you to do that. That was pretty ballsy for you to do that. Ready? Another thing that I've changed in the 2K community, a lot of these 2K content creators, ready? In order to join their membership clubs, there were people who their membership was $40, $20, $25, $20. People, I turned around and I made masters and PhD $4.99, $9.99. You know what's so funny? Everybody went and changed their prices to what? $3.99, $2.99 to like $7.99, because people, I want you to understand something. One thing I bring to the 2K space is I bring my business mindset. You guys have watched people change what they do because of me. Because most people, listen to me, y'all, 70% of the 2K content creators, they don't treat this like a business. This is a business. This is a business, y'all. This is a business. And I'll tell you this. Why? I have the screenshots, y'all. I have the screenshots showing you different content creators that once I turned my membership on, what was it? It was the Thanksgiving of it was November 15th of 2022. Once I turned my membership on, everybody went and changed their prices. I have the proof. I have the proof, y'all. People can't lie. I have the proof. I know what content creators was charging $40, $20. And the minute I came and I said this, that, they went and changed everything. I want you guys to understand. I keep telling y'all guys, just because you guys don't know this information doesn't mean it's not true. But I keep telling you guys, if you think that people aren't paying attention to what I'm saying, you sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Ready? Y'all seen the idea where I said I was the first person. This is the reason why, y'all, I do everything on live stream. I give you guys my ideas on live stream because YouTube is the only platform that pretty much like copyrights automatically. Why? Because this is a copywritten platform. Instagram is not. Twitch is not. All the other platform is not. I keep telling you guys, I'm gonna do the video showing you guys. If I'm using an example, if Shakedown did a live stream on Twitch and I was recording it and I uploaded it to YouTube before he brought it to YouTube, I own the rights to his video. He would have to fight me to give him the rights back. And if I don't want to, it's gonna be in a battle. I think I'm playing with you? I'm gonna do a whole video on it where lawyers who have had battles with YouTube would say the same thing. That's why I tell my ideas. Ready? Same way how I told you guys I'm doing the True Half University. I'm gonna fly people out, different things of this nature. Who went and stole my idea? This dude, what's this guy's name? Something Austin. One of these guys that he does like two. I think his name was 2K Intel on Twitter. I'm not sure if he changed his name now or whatever. All of a sudden, everybody sent me that video. Yo, did this nigga just steal your idea? Even when I said, yo, I want to fly my subscribers in. I want to have like all monitors around. I'm paying for the trip. I'm gonna fly my subscribers in, my members in, XYZ. We're gonna stay in one big house. He said word for word what I said. Actually, his name is Austin. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross stole the whole entire idea. People, I want you to understand, if you really think that people are not paying attention, the right people are paying attention to what I'm saying. They're not stupid. The right, and hear me, the minute I dropped that video, 2 weeks later, he was like, I want to fly all the content creators in. We're all gonna play park. He took the whole idea down to the point. Listen, y'all. Listen to me. I said, I want to get all of my members pendants, true Hall of Fame pendants, some kind of memorabilia for when they come down. This is my true Hall of Fame pendant, y'all. Sure enough, what did he do? Said the same exact thing. That's what drew the line for many people, because I didn't even hear the video until somebody sent it to me, and then I did a whole reaction video like, you think these dudes aren't watching me? But let's keep going. Let's keep going. And this is the reason why I like doing everything on YouTube, because YouTube is the only platform that automatically copyrights without you. Y'all better read your terms and services, man. That's why all my ideas, I put them on here. Why? So if anybody steals it, I could always go back. And I told y'all, when people start getting hit in their pockets, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it.
Okay, here it is right here. All right, so we're gonna play this video. If you guys don't know, if you don't know, apparently Myron Gaines said something against Kevin Samuels of why the Black Manosphere did not become bigger than what it was. So it basically was taking and I'm not saying Myron took my video, but it's taking the video that I put out, and he made a statement about Kevin Samuels, which he's not here to defend himself. And please understand, nothing I say is out of jealousy or anything like that. We just have to understand what is, and a lot of people don't know what is. You know, you didn't follow it. So now when you're hearing these things and the conversation talking, everybody says, well, Kevin Samuels obviously is the one correct here. He's right and exact. He's the legend. He had the bigger audience. Thus, he should be the one we celebrate and give credit to. This is still a sore talking point for a lot of people in the content creation space. And namely because we were all kind of struggling and striving, plugging away from 2016 to 2020 before Kevin Samuels became famous, right? And because he ended up dying before this was resolved, there's some unresolved feelings about what happened, okay? And so now if you bring him up, okay, it is seen like it's unfair. So I will say that, yes, it is kind of unfair, but his death was untimely. And though as he became the face of the space, some people attribute almost everything that is said to him like he was Jesus. Mm-hmm. And that's where the conversation today exists. Remember, I didn't bring it up, but I'm certainly going to put my voice into this conversation because it's important to know the context. And most people have came in through Kevin Samuels, but a lot of people realized who was who before that. So now you're going to have this conversation open up, and then people don't know who to put where. Okay, so O'Shea, that's his name right here. You guys know him. He has a...
Please excuse me. I know it's probably lagging a little bit. I got mad things going on right now. Everything is plugged up, but let's rock.
Called the Celebrity Junk. We're going to fair use this. So, gentlemen, sir, you know who you are. The Celebrity Junk, fair use. I'm going to use your video. Apparently, he's going to review a video saying the angry man takes shots at MTR. His name is Mediocre Tutorials and Review. And for what Myron says about Kevin Samuels. All right, so just so you guys know, people look at where the numbers are today, and it kind of should look like, okay, if this person has bigger audience, then they were first. If this person has a bigger audience, they're better. If they have a bigger audience, then whoever has a smaller audience copied from the bigger audience.
Now, you hear what he's saying. So this is what he's explaining that happened to KS. That KS came into space, he stole everybody's talking points, and because he blew up, people think that Kevin Samuels was the inventor, but he wasn't. Let's keep going.
Audience, right? That's kind of how things work when people come in new. But if you were here before 2020, everybody knows some people were bigger than others, and some people got a big growth during COVID. Mm-hmm. I was a bigger channel. I was one of the first to get to 100K. Okay, I was one of the first in the manosphere. I beat even the man that we're gonna cover. So I came on strong. I beat a lot of your other people that are now you think are bigger than me, and you see them. I was a big channel. I had a great growth period over a year and a half, and a lot of people watched me. To the point, what happens is, because this space, I talked about this, people tend to take talking points from everybody, and I'm guilty of this. What'll happen is, if someone later becomes bigger, that talking point gets credited to that person. And Kevin Samuels gets that credit, and it still is irking a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Okay? So then what happens is, people try to align with Kevin, and they crown him as the king and the GOAT and whatever. And rightly so. He was great at one thing, and I was interviewing women live. I give him 100% credit. But what happens is, then MTR and a lot of people who did basically Kevin Samuels review reactions, they became more popular and their audience built. And so they had a somewhat of an agreement with Kevin to collab together, and their channels got the benefit. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So now you have then the elders in the space, Angry Man, the people who were here in 2015, 2016, whose numbers and channels didn't get the beneficiary of growing. Fresh and Fit, who had a fallout with Kevin. Now you have Myron bringing up Kevin and talking about the Black Manosphere. Now you have people trying to figure out who's who. Okay? You have to figure out who's who. And now the conversation gets started again. And Mr. Jackson is going to bring this up in this video. So I'm going to react to his video. His video is called right here on the Celebrity Junk channel. Okay? And content creators, I'm telling you, this is still a sore talking point, and it's unfortunate because Kevin's not here to defend himself. But I'll provide commentary related to this, okay? And O'Shea is actually, well, the guy here, Celebrity Junk, is actually more akin to being more affiliated with Kevin. Okay, so here we go right here.
It's your boy.
Fair use.
O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again.
Okay.
With another episode
have to go.
of the Celebrity Junk. Right now, there's some back and forth between MTR and Myron of Fresh and Fit. And we already know what Myron is saying, that Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on, and that's why the Black Manosphere died.
And I really dislike to even say this, but the truth is the truth, and I kind of have to say it. The reason why the Black Manosphere died, right, is simply because Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on. Just gonna be honest about it. He became famous, he blew up, he didn't, extend the ladder back and put his guys on, and it died. That's just what happened. Once he got into, into the mainstream, he didn't bring anybody up with him. And that's a cold hard truth. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
All right, let me stop right there.
Now, I'm going to play something. This is me, July 30th of 2021. What does this sound like? Mind you, y'all guys are gonna see.
I see somebody in the comment section say, yo, I've been trying to collab with you for like 2 years. The dude had like 15,000 subscribers. Y'all want to know what's going wrong in the community? The problem is this. All of y'all, I'm speaking to all of y'all. Every single last one of y'all. I don't care if you got 200 subscribers, if you got 1 million, if you got 50 million, I don't care how many you have. I don't care how many you have. Pay attention. When you're doing your little videos and you go, oh, guys, like the video.
Mind you, just more proof. That video, I was wearing my darling. I was wearing my darling. My canary ring, my darling. Just so y'all know. Keep telling you, I've been doing this, man. I'm the Ric Flair of this shit, man. I'm the Ric Flair of this shit. Iced out tennis chain with the cross. I've been doing this, y'all. I brought this to the game. But listen.
Comment on the video. Subscribe to the channel. And people go, click. They're helping you grow. How dare you not help somebody else? Yo. Hold on. Let me wind back. So I come from the music industry, right? I've done my thing. I love the game. Over, I mentioned this in the heart. He looked like him, layups, all kind of. He sent me a first. I'm tomorrow. I want to. Hit me out. I tweeted 2 half bills. 8. It's like it cost him nothing to say, yo, GG, good game. Your LeBron build is a beast. What did it cost him? Nothing. $0. No, he didn't waste no money. It didn't cost him nothing. Say, yo, he could just said, GG. That's it. But no, your fam, good game. You know what I'm saying? Your LeBron builds a beast. Bro, that's what this is about. Some of y'all don't want to help nobody. Yo. Oh, man, I'm trying to laugh.
I've been trying to tell y'all, man. I came out of the gate swinging. This is the same thing that's happening in the 2K community. Nobody wants to help nobody. Ready? Everybody has a crew, right? The days of being a gunslinger, a loner on YouTube, them days is over. Everybody has other people that they support, right? But like I told you guys, this is the difference between, and I gave you guys the example the other day. The problem is everybody wants to control. They want to control the content creator. Where then there are people who are successful and they're not afraid of your growth. And what they do is they go, people, this is the next one. He's the next one. Go check him out. He's the next one. You know who's done that for me? Shakedown, thank you. Brutal Sims, thank you. All City, thank you. Jay-Z, thank you. Elijah One Dream, thank you. Dimes, thank you. Anonymous, thank you. Swante shot him. He showed me love, started me out. So Swante, thank you. You know, I've had a lot of people show me love. Here's the thing. Last year, All City was making a push for 100K. What Brutal Sims did was, yo, I need y'all to go over there to my man All City's page and let's get this man to 100K. Listen, it was a team effort. I need y'all to go over there and let's get him to 100K. Ready? Then once they got All City to 100K, Jay-Z didn't have 100K neither. Then Brutal Sims and All City collectively, yo, go over there to my man Jay-Z's page and let's get him to 100K. I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing unfold before my eyes. So nobody can sit here and lie and say otherwise. I deliberately watched what they did. I've watched them do it with these eyes. Brutal Sims got to 200. Y'all already know, but shout out to Brutal Sims, 200K is on the way. Like, we know. And once he got that, he went back and got All City was stuck at like, I want to say like 75, 80 for a minute. Boom, he got that push. Then once, now you have two guys with 100K subscribers. They went back and pushed up Jay-Z. I watched it with my eyes, B. I watched it with my eyes. But you see, now what you hearing them say is what I said 3 years ago, people. I said this 3 years ago. The problem with this 2K community, nobody wants to put somebody on. Nobody wants to sit here. You want to know why? Because everybody's afraid of getting a spot taken. You know what? If you're smart, hear me, y'all. Hear me. Now, I'm not taking no shots. I'm not asking them. I am a businessman. I have deliberately come to Brutal. I've reached out to him. I've reached out to Shake. I've reached out to All City. I've reached out to a few content creators like, yo, you know what? Listen, man, how much do you charge for promotion? You know what I'm saying? I want to help push my page along. You know what I'm saying? And I know you guys in a position, how much? I'm a fucking businessman. This shit is a business. I'm not afraid to. Now hear me. The problem is this. Everybody always wants something for free. That's just not who I am. I ain't never been there. I don't want shit for free. Ready? But at the same time, the reason why I thank Shake, I thank Brutal, I thank All City, I thank Bash, I thank certain people, because, ready? DMX was signed to Def Jam. They didn't know what to do with him. I'm giving you real examples. They didn't know what to do with him because they already had Jay. They already had Ja Rule. So Rough Riders came and said, let me get that. What they did was, see, Def Jam was trying to control DMX. Rough Riders said, let me get that. Thank you. Here, take off the leash. Boom, go. Where my dogs at? Me right here, dog. Where my boom, the boom, the boom. What must I go through to show you this shit is real? Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up. It takes somebody to take the chance on you. But the problem is most content creators try to keep you under the wing. And that's the reason why I rather pay. Because nobody's going to keep me under their wing. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I'm not going to stand for that. Why? Who's going to be the Rough Rider? Ready? Convict. Akon comes out. Akon drops the locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Right, hear me. Listen, pay attention. So, Akon, T-Pain was running around. He was a little small artist, but whatever. He had a little deal. Cool, no doubt. Akon comes and says, I want you. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sprung, girl, you got me doing things I never do. You ain't never heard of T-Pain till then. I'ma buy you a pretty girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. T-Pain said Akon did nothing but point fingers. If I sat here, and this is the reason why I rather pay people, because if I pay you, you're gonna promote. But if I don't pay you, when are you gonna promote? Now hear me. Yo, Akon, I need something from this person here. I got you. I'll make it happen for you. Ready? You think it's a game? You think I'm playing? Watch this. Because Akon did it again. Lady Gaga was signed to Jimmy Iovine. Interscope Records. They didn't know what to do with her. Akon got her. Yo, what do you want to do? She said, just let me do my music. Rah, 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 ah, la, la, hoo, la, 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 la. And then I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Cutie pie. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Pop, poker, face, pop, poker. One of the biggest artists in the world. Why? Because he took something, he took off the leash and said, go. The problem is, a lot of other content creators don't want to push somebody unless they have some kind of control over them. This is why I said I'm gonna be the Suge Knight of the. I'm gonna be the Suge Knight of the 2K community, because I'm not gonna be under nobody. I'm not gonna be under nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Debo my way. Now here's the thing. Once I get to the top and nobody want to help, nobody really wanted to give me that push, now you guys are gonna have to deal with the consequences of me getting to where I'm at, because plenty of folks had the opportunity to do something. And that ain't the only artist. Ready? Pay attention. Sony, Doug Morris, if I am mistaken, Doug Morris, Sony, Universal, they had Amy Winehouse. The minute Jimmy Iovine got her, they wanted to say she go to rehab, and I said no. Amy Winehouse took off. You ready? I could even change the industry. You ready? People don't understand how influential, and Eddie Murphy saved so many people's careers, and people don't give him no credit. People give that man no credit. You wouldn't know who Chris Rock is if Eddie Murphy didn't put him on. There's a lot of people that you wouldn't know who they were if Eddie Murphy didn't put them on. The first movie he shot with Eddie Murphy was Beverly Hills Cop. I'm sorry, Boomerang. I believe it was Boomerang first, or whichever one came first. He got his start from Eddie Murphy. Then Eddie started forcing him into all his movies, and he took off like wildfire. New Jack City, he went and did everything. Everything was Eddie. The problem is everybody wants to hold, nobody wants to push. And this is why I tell you, this is the ready? Hear me out. I'm gonna throw out some names. Chris Move is an OG, Mount Rushmore. Shake, OG, Mount Rushmore. Ticino, Agent Zero. Like, bro, some of these people that have really brought forth the 2K community, but do you know how many, listen, do you know how many 2K content creators actually have 1 million subscribers? And here's the thing, with all the content creators that really put on, ready? I tell you guys, a lot of these content creators, they're not entertaining. I'd rather watch two sloths make love on a branch in the rainforest, because that's more entertaining than watching some of these content creators. Some of these content creators, I'd rather watch paint dry on the wall. I'm just saying. Some of these content creators, they don't have no enthusiasm. They're not creative. They're boring to watch. They ain't got it. They just ain't got it. They don't have it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of content creators is stuck. But you know what? Who are they putting on? Who are they putting on? Nobody. And as you guys could see, I said this 3 years ago. No content creator is out there saying, yo, this guy is next. And in fact, we'll get to that later, but I think 2K, the company themselves, they need to start acknowledging some of the people that actually put on, while a lot of these people just cry and complain about the game. Now, that's a whole nother story, but let's keep going. Pay attention.
Let me stop right there. That was on the show, the Red Pill Avengers things that I chose not to be a part of because I was in Costa Rica. And so that clip came out, and now it's like, oh, Myron's disrespecting Kevin in the Black Manosphere. And but for me, I was here at the time, so I feel like I can speak on this with experience without people trying to call me a hater. Let me just tell you, Myron is correct. Okay, Myron is correct right now from the vast majority of the content creators, except for a few content creators. Now, MTR is going to come in, and I hate to be a part of this, but I've already opened up the thing with my whole manosphere destroyed itself. I said that was the case. All right, back then. What people do today, of all of these reaction channels, they watch me, they watch others, and then they basically just parrot the phrase and change it up a little bit, and then they just get a little bit of credit. Now, he says,
and I will say this, and the reason why I said it's kind of tough for the 2K community to purge itself, because nobody's gonna want to offend one another. But there are some people, y'all, and this is what's happening everywhere. People are cleaning up their communities. Now 2K can't do it because, ready? Because Chalk won't say that Joe Knows is trash. Joe Knows won't say that Chalk is trash. Joe Knows won't say that Chalk is not entertaining. But then, because Joe Knows been in the space for a long time, they're gonna have the respect for him where you can just say it respectfully. Joe Knows, all you do is play pro-am. That shit is boring to watch. Like, That's not even entertaining for nobody to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say it in a respectful manner. You could say it in a ready, and I'm gonna tell you how. And what I'm saying, if you look at a lot of these content creators, if you go to their YouTube pages, they haven't streamed on YouTube in forever. They only come back. I keep telling you guys, these guys go on vacation more than Mike Wang. When 2K is about to drop, they come out, drop 1 million videos, boom. October comes, they disappear till Christmas. When Christmas come back and the new flood of people buying 2K for free, or they getting it for Christmas time, they come back. This is the best build, boom, boom. They be clickbaiting the whole community and then disappear. When the NBA Finals is over, they come back for like 2 weeks and then they disappear again until the new 2K come back out. The same shit. Like I said, when is the 2K community gonna purge itself? Now, I do blame a lot of you guys, which is the viewers, because you guys fall for this shit. You guys allow Joe Knows, and I'm not saying him, he happens to be one of the big guys. You allow Joe Knows to disappear. You allow Chalk to disappear. You allow all these big ass content creators to disappear and come back like, hey, 2K26 is gonna come out. We're here now, guys. Come look at my channel. Give me the viewership. That's y'all fault too. So it's not really their fault, but you guys allow it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But let's keep rocking. See, and here's the thing: you could say it respectfully. You could say it in a respectful manner. The problem is, our community, I don't feel that we have the balls, to be honest, with most content creators. They don't have the balls.
He says Myron wasn't Black Manosphere. It doesn't matter. He's just talking about the context of the Black Manosphere, but it doesn't matter. We can for sure say we saw Kevin doing exactly that. Now, should he have brought and put other people on as he rose? I thought he should have, because it was very clear that when you watched him, in the times that I was watching him, he was definitely taking from talking points from Angry Man, the Black Manosphere, BGS Itmore, CGA. It was clear. Ringo Raw, okay? It was clear that he was doing this. So
now, you heard what he said. As Kevin was going up, he should have definitely brought people up. Ready? Why do you guys think that I play such a different way? Why do you guys think? Ready? If I'm being honest with you guys, if I'm being really honest with you guys, besides now that Brutal Sims is playing more with squads and the discords and all that, if I'm being real honest with you guys, when I hear like Brutal Sims say Wreck Warriors, or all cities say Wreck Warriors and things of this nature, see, when I hear Wreck Warrior, I don't think squatting up and going to play. That's not for me. When I hear that, I think random. Ready? There were not many content creators that would go into the random wreck by themselves and ball. Now, there was some that would go in there with a crew and hear me, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you how I know. I'm gonna tell you how I know, motherfuckers. Is not. Let me tell you. I could tell you. I know all the tricks niggas was trying to claim to do, cause we all know that 2K stopped doing it in NBA 2K24. But in 23, 22, 21, back, keep going back, as long as you went into as long as you squatted up only you and 2 other people, so you only went in there with 3 people, they would throw you in the random wreck. We all knew the trick. We all knew the trick. But now, since NBA 2K24, oh no, you don't really see people going into the, now shout out to Brutal Sims. Brutal Sims said this, whenever I'm playing random rec by himself, he always goes in there with the big man. I'm just telling you what he said. Ready? Y'all see me going to random rec with every build. 90% of my grind is by myself, and I do it intentionally. Why? Because there's no other content creator doing it, and that is my lane. I'm giving you guys dates. People used to claim, yeah, we in the random rec, because, and me and Brutal Sims had this conversation in the beginning of this year. Brutal Sims is my guy. I will fucking, that's my guy. We had the conversation where I'm like, they need to bring back the rec where you could just go in there with you and two other guys and still put you. And Brutal Sims responds like, what? If they did that again, bro, I'd be killing them, because then you can go in there with a big man, go in there with a point guard. I can go in there with whatever build, and we're gonna dominate the game, because it's still random rec. I knew all the tricks ever since NBA 2K24 and now in 25. The minute you squad with you and one other person, you're automatically going into the squad rec. 2K got smart. But you know what? While they got smart, no content creator runs random rec the way I run random rec. That's my lane. That's my lane. Because even before that, I was still playing in the random rec by myself. Every now and again, I would squad up people, but I like the challenge of playing by my damn self. Y'all see what I do. But let's keep going.
We were sitting here, I'm sitting at 75K, 100K. I'm watching other people sitting at 30K going, I know exactly where he got that from. So we're sitting here in real time like, nigga. Right? We're sitting here now, again, in retrospect, people say, well, why is this important? Well, that's why I say you're part of the problem. And that's what Myron's saying. Tommy Sotomayor. So we're watching him, Allen Roger Curry. We're watching Kevin blowing up, saying exactly what we just said in the previous live stream. Now, the problem was we knew where he was getting it from, and we knew where others got it from, but he wasn't saying where he got it from.
Right. Now, here's the next problem with the 2K community. Because, ready? When it comes to this vertical shit here, the person that told me to do it, Brutal Sims first came to me and said, yo, you need to go vertical. And I'm like, man, fuck that, fuck all that, fuck. You know, Brutal's my man. I should have probably listened to him. I said, man, fuck all that. And after a week, All City Big Heck said, yo, you need to switch, bro. You need to switch and go vertical, because very few people are doing the vertical stream XYZ. And you'll be a part of the wave. Listen to what I'm gonna say, y'all. Go back and look at my videos. There was like 4 content creators, not including Jay-Eazy. Jay-Eazy wasn't doing it yet. Listen, I saw All City, I saw Brutal Sims, one other person, and myself. Once I switched over to the vertical stream, nigga, YouTube algorithm was like, yum, yum. Bro, they started chewing me up. They were chewing. YouTube is in love with me right now. But I owe that to Brutal Sims and to All City Big Heck, because they were the ones that were trying to push me in that way. Thank God. Because now that other content creators are trying to go vertical, you can see that their numbers aren't happening the same, even with them having more subscribers. I'm just telling you. I'm just trying to keep it 1,000 with you guys. You feel what I'm saying? And then here's another thing, y'all. Ready? Brutal came and said, yo, I know sometimes you be rocking this and that, different thing, different that, boom, boom, boom. Your thumbnails. Ready? Here's another thing. A lot of you guys are cheap. I paid for Ask Brutal. I'm not gonna play his message. I hit Brutal Sims, yo, who does your thumbnails, bro? How can I offer them some money to teach me how to do the graphics? And Brutal was like, yo, if Brutal watches this video, Brutal could say, I'm not capping about nothing I'm saying. Brutal turns around and says, yo, I did this shit myself. I just had to learn how to do it. So you know what I did? I paid for a course to learn how to do it. It's helped me significantly. It's helped me in a tremendous way. You feel what I'm saying? But let's keep rocking and rolling.
You see what I mean? He wasn't saying where he got it from.
Right.
Even to this point, one stream that I said I was done with Kevin, this was before he died, and I said, I'm never going to watch his show again.
Like, I'll give you an example, right? Like how I said, I brought the Flash to the set. Cool. Yo, there are certain slogans that I've brought to the 2K community that when I hear people say it, it makes me laugh. Ready? When y'all see me go to the rim and I do the hop, I let them jump, I'll be like, ladies go first. You know what it is to hear other people say, ladies go first? Yeah, I made that shit up. I'm like, ready? I've watched other content creators sit on their page and do what I do. Y'all always hear me. I've been laughing at dribble heads for the longest. Mom, look at me, Mom. Look at me. I'm dribbling, Mom, in 2K. Are you proud of me, Mom? When I see other content creators saying and doing exactly what I do, I understand how EJ feels. Like, you just steal the whole swag, but because your channel is bigger than mine's, ready? It's the same way, like, we all know All City didn't make up, oh my God, oh my. That's a New York City thing, B. I'm from New York City. I know he didn't make it up, but he brought it to the 2K community. You know how many people I hear them say, oh my God? I'm like, God, crazy. It's crazy because this is what they're saying. So, and I'm gonna let them explain. But when people sit back and see you stealing somebody's whole style, bro, there are people. I thought it would never happen. There are people that try to be Steezo. The same way how people used to say, oh, the way Cobra played, people have been playing like that, but he made it popular, right? So he took off and made it popular, whatever. I seen people trying to play like Cobra. I never thought in a million years I would see people trying to imitate me. I'm like EJ's like, when EJ said, nigga, you take my whole style, my slogans, my saying, him coming up to the camera, why not let it fly? And singing his, and like, you guys know I'm a singer, so I've been singing since the beginning of time. You know, EJ not really singing like that, but I'm an R&B singer professional, but that's neither here nor there. What I am saying is, like, it's just crazy how you'll sit back and watch somebody steal your whole style, like your entire style. You know what it is? I brought to the community. When somebody gets crossed over, I keep on falling. I'm going down. when I hear people doing it, it makes me laugh, bro, because people, they won't give credit to the content creator where they heard it from. Ready? I'm gonna give you guys an example. One of the most asked questions on my YouTube channel during every live stream: what camera angle is this? What camera angle is this? People, I see people trying to play on my camera angle. Now I'm seeing everybody play on my camera angle. When I'm saying even the content creators that were playing on 2K Drive, ready? Brutal Sims was playing on 2K high. No, not 2K. Brutal Sims was playing on like that real high drive camera. I'm a post scorer. I turned the key in, zoom, all this. I did to watch everybody change their camera now, and I'm sitting here like, but nobody's gonna credit me. Nobody gonna sit here and be like, nah, that's that True Hall of Fame camera angle, nigga. True Hall of Fame did that. That's True Hall of Fame shit. I got that from True. But y'all guys will see everybody in the comment, every single stream, what camera angle is this? Cause nobody else did it. So when they see me do it, yo, what is this? What is this? Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody's gonna give credit. But the problem is this. I'm noticing that the 2K community is gonna crumble on itself. And it needs like a restoring with truth. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Okay, now this is where you're gonna get insight from me. Okay, I said, okay,
like I'll give you an example. The first person I've ever seen in the 2K community with that "give me the green light" was Brutal Sims. Who he got it from, I don't know. But if Brutal Sims brought that, you know what it is to hear people use something and they just try to make it seem like I did this. Nah, bruh. We in bad shape, y'all.
I'm done with him because I already was seeing too much of it and I was a little bit irked by it. All right, I was a little bit irked by it. He would not say my name. Type in the name that he would say about me. He would reference me. Meaning say something directly from me, but he would not say my name. And that would irk me.
Right. It should.
He had a problem there, and that was his main problem. And it was problematic from across the board. Type what he would say my name was, okay? He would talk about the junior college, because I started talking about going to the JUCO. He started talking about the JUCO, but he was like, I'm not going to go as young as Coach Graybeard. So at that point, I'm irked, all right? I'm like, this is fucked up because my numbers were bigger than his, but then he shot up and got a great elevated spike in viewership. So he's got I'm sitting there with 2,000 in the chat. I'm looking ahead with 10,000 in the chat. And I'm like, why is he calling me Graybeard? Why is he not saying my name? And then he went to the point where say, anytime you see someone mention another content creator's name, what did he ask to do? To block them.
Now I'm going to give you an example. Because I thought that this was funny. Now, like I said, I really don't give a fuck. But I'm going to say it because it's funny. Right? Hear me out. Speaking about acknowledgement. Ready? I tend to super chat all content creators. I don't care who it is. I'll just super chat some 20, some 5, some 2, whatever. I just, for the time, I just press the button and go. It's sad that there are people, listen to me. The only content creator that never, ever acknowledges my super chats, and anybody else, they'll come on his screen. Oh, yo, shout out to XYZ. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for that dono, XYZ. Every time I used to super chat iPod King Carter, he never acknowledged me. Meanwhile, only one person super chatted, but now I'll come in super chat, and you know what he'll say? Good looking out. Why? Is it because I'm in the same field as you? Now, I'm no one. I'm nobody. But a super chat, you would think, not saying that I'm looking for the acknowledgement, but because I'm saying, and I say this to everybody, just supporting a fellow content creator, man, have a good stream. Super chat. Just doing the respectful thing, B. Ready? She's a holic, got 1 million subscribers. I super chat $5. You would think that the nigga hit the lottery, nigga. He don't say, "Aight, good looking out, my guy." EJ, same thing. Everybody, but it's weird when certain people don't want to acknowledge, and it's because some people don't really want to bring light to you and your space and what you're doing. That's when it can get a little weird. No shots at him. I'm just saying what I've observed with my eyes. Let's keep going though.
Block them. If you say another content creator's name, block them. So people then want to call me mad that you're referencing me but not saying my name.
Right.
Okay. So this has been a point, but since he died, people think it's unfair to bring it up, but we're talking about it. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's unfair to me. That's unfair to who you're sourcing. And you know that you could completely correct that. And then give me the ability to what Myron's saying is uplift other people. So Myron has an exact point. What Myron's saying is that's what he didn't do. And that's right. Now, the minute I did say, and he didn't just do this to me, so I didn't take it that personal. He was doing it to many people. Unfortunately, this is why when people come to me and say, KS said, I gotta block you. Because he didn't say it. He said it, you heard it from him, but we know who said it. And he's intentionally not crediting people. Intentionally, and that's what pissed people off. And people made videos saying this. Angry Man, Ringo Raw. It was intentionally he was doing this. Now.
Yeah, because Kevin Samuels was stealing from everybody. Tom Lycan, Patrice O'Neal, like certain people, he was stealing from them. Like before the Manosphere, there was Tom Lycan, there was Randolph, there was Tom something, like, and this is like even in the 2K community, y'all. I know Agent Zero is an OG in the 2K. I know Shake is an OG in the 2K space. I know Chris Move is an OG in the 2K space. I get it, no problem. But I feel and I believe in my heart that people don't mention other people deliberately because they don't want to bring awareness to their name. And you're going to hear them say that. People do that deliberately.
The minute I turned him off and I said, I'm not going to watch him again, and then people were surprised I didn't watch him. How could you not watch him? I had other things to do, and I was not happy with him. So I had my kids 50-50. My kids were playing sports. My son was playing basketball. My daughter was in dance and cheerleading. All right, I had other things to do when my stream went off. Okay, I had to feed them and get them going. And then now that I didn't have custody, I was on dates, all right, at the JUCO. But he did one thing.
And this is one thing I would say. That's why I love doing everything on my live stream. Why? Because I told you guys, you know, people don't read the fine print. People don't read the YouTube's new terms and services, because if you take somebody's intellectual property, I can come for your revenue. I'm just waiting for people to do certain things that I know I brought to the game, that I brought to the 2K space. Ideas, different. I'm just waiting so I could just zippity doo dah right past everybody. Crazy.
That I said I lost respect for him when he quoted from a book from Alan Roger Curry, and he, with thousands of people in the live stream. Now, Alan Roger Curry is a legend in this space as much as Kevin and myself and others. Okay? But he literally read a book from Alan Roger Curry, told everybody he was going to read from the book, didn't give the name of the book, and then intentionally did not give the name Alan Roger Curry. I saw that and I said, hey man, I'm done. I'm done. Done. I was done with him, unfortunately, at that point. And I didn't announce it. I didn't make a video, but I said, I'm done. Because I've seen way too much of this from him. It's getting ridiculous. And I literally said, no, thank you. I'm done with Kevin Samuels at that point. Now, I did communicate with him afterwards. He sent me a message saying something about what's the free agent lifestyle, and I thought he was doing some shady shit. And I was like, what are you trying to do? All right. And he was trying to get a hold of me, but he literally died weeks later. Okay. But, yeah, straight jacking. And so he was on a live stream.
Straight jacking.
And he said, I'm going to read from this book. And he said, I'm not going to tell you who the author's name is. But everybody knew. And we're sitting there like, what? And I said, I'm done with him. All right. So I was done with him from that particular point. All right. I didn't go to watch his show. I was like, it's cooked. All right. So
now pay attention, y'all. Y'all gonna hear what I just recently said. This is a big issue in the 2K community. Everybody wants to be the top dog. Everybody wants to be the top dog, not knowing there's plenty of space on top for everybody. And what I mean by everybody, I mean the people that are actually taking this shit seriously. Feel what I'm saying?
all right. So I was like, Kevin Samuels is as good as dead to me for the most part. All right, in terms of me trying to watch his show. So he gave me the cold shoulder. He gave everybody the cold shoulder. And everybody knows this. So what Myron said is true. Okay, everybody remembers that. And he was being selfish. He was basically saying to everybody else, I'm not going to mention your name. Knowing I have a large audience watching me, you're not going to benefit off of my growth. That's basically what he did. And I said, no way. All right, because I know you watch me. I know you super chatted me. I know he was watching. Now, of course, he's dead. He can't defend himself, so I won't belabor the point. I'll continue the video on O'Shea Duke Jackson. Okay? So when people come on here and say he said this and he said that, I find it to be appalling. Not that I'm hating him. And people say, you hating on the dead man. I think, bruh, it's appalling what he was doing in real time. All right? And everybody was done with it. All right. So that's my statement on it. Now, they're going to say MTR is going to take exception to what Myron said.
And this is true. People always try to gatekeep. People always want to be a gatekeeper. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I do want to say shout out to Richie. Shout out to Righteous, man. Big Righteous. You understand? Because there are people that I ask questions to people all the time. Yo, how do you do this? How you do that? How can I do this? How can I get in contact with that? How can I do this? How can I do that? But there were just certain people who you can tell they don't want to put me on, because they fully understand that I come at it from a different angle. And because I may have a different impact that they don't want me to have, they're not going to put me on. And I've learned to understand that as well. You feel what I'm saying? You just have to accept that. That's just part of this community as well. People just don't want to put you on. It is what it is, y'all.
Saying, and MTR is right. All right, MTR himself, although MTR lacks experience and knowledge in this situation. Okay. Let's be clear. MTR came on late in the game. Now, I don't know when he started watching, but MTR is new to me. And I'm not going to diss MTR. He just doesn't have experience to me for me to listen to anything he says. This is not a diss. He ain't never probably had a girlfriend. He's never lived with a woman. He's never been married. He's never fucking cream pie a woman and produced a kid. He's never wiped a kid's ass and sent a kid to school. He's never had to support anybody but himself. I'm not dissing him, but I think his point of view is skewed, although it's true. What MTR is going to say is true. But he's just as guilty as doing what Kevin Samuels did. And there's something about these Atlanta niggas. You guys are some new niggas. It's something about you guys and the way you move and shake that I cannot fuck with you. It's something about these black manosphere guys and certainly the white manosphere guys, the way y'all move and the way y'all conduct business, the way you don't give credit and you shout out. I shout out you out, man. Fuck shouting me out. It's something about what y'all do and how y'all conduct business. I don't like it. I don't like it. I haven't liked it, and I've expressed it several times, but I hate that this is my opportunity. I don't like how y'all move. Y'all some shady motherfuckers. All right? And so MTR to me is a young guy with little experience that reacts to videos, and he rode Kevin Samuels' coattails. To the point Kevin Samuels invited him in. So now it makes Myron's point negated. Kevin Samuels did indeed try to put people on, but he died as he was doing it. So I'll give you the reference point, okay? MTR is going to defend Kevin Samuels and say, no, that's not true. He did try to put me on.
MTR has a really good response. I'm not going to use all of it, but I want to talk about a particular situation that MTR references, okay? And that is the fact that Kevin reached out to him, and then when they met in Brooklyn, they went to the warehouse of Jose C. Zuniga, which operates a channel called Teachings Men's Fashions. There's two brothers, I believe, that own that. And as you know, Kevin was in the fashion community. And I want you to hear about how Kevin was trying to put them on in a different way.
I have content with Kevin that's on the channel. He planned an entire trip where we went to Brooklyn to go visit the Zuniga brothers in order to look at their operations. Because the things that the Teaching Men's Fashion brothers are doing for their community, the Latino community, is absolutely insane. So to be able to leverage what they have created as a byproduct of what can be created for majority black audience, he was getting us in front of those people to learn. And I appreciated him for that.
Okay, so that's MTR's response right there. And I'm trying not to play all the video because get it what it is. So, yes, Myron's point was the black manosphere, Kevin did not put on the black manosphere. MTR's point said, yes, he did. He took me to some clothing store. And that's when him, TLA, and Dennis Sperling, and MTR, and Kevin Samuels, I think there was 4 people. I remember when this happened. So I'm seeing this in real time. Kevin Samuels, MTR, TLA, and Dennis Sperling all were together. And they went and took a picture and they went shopping and they put on fucking kitten heel boots and suits and all of that shit. And Kevin Samuels hand selected those individuals. He hand selected those 3 individuals. And that was at the late end of his life. When did he die? 2022? 2023? I can't remember what year. It seems like it was 2022. So he invited and handpicked 3 people. Those were the 3 people.
Now, listen. You're about to hear how this relates to the 2K community. People, hear me out, y'all. People want to hand select certain people like Kevin did because they're not him. I want you guys to understand. If I'm not a threat, you wouldn't have a problem with pushing me and promoting me. But because you may feel like, damn, this guy's gonna be next. Damn, this guy's gonna be on his way. Damn, this guy's gonna. What ends up happening is this. Then, ready? Why didn't Kevin Samuels pull up Coach Greg? Alpha male strategies. He shouted them out. Why didn't he pull up Angry Man? Why didn't he put up Obsidian? Because those guys were the person that he was stealing the information from. So you can't bring those guys that you're getting your info from, because then people are going to be like, well, why should I listen to you when you're getting the information from them? That's what happens. Content creators feel the same. People, did y'all know that just me being a content creator that plays in the random rec really by myself with all different kind of builds, do you know that that's a different type of audience that I am performing for, that most people don't have the balls to do? And people know there are, listen to me, y'all, listen to me. There are, according to what all these content creators want to say, there are more casual players. So then, if I am creating content and showing people how to dominate in the random rec, and there's more people that play random rec by themselves, that means I'm performing for a bigger audience. Why would they want to promote me? Why would any of these guys want to be like, yo, let's, ready? I'm just using his name. I'm using this as an example. Why would Brutal Sims want to say, yo, let's go get my man True Hall of Fame now to 100K? Yo, All City, yo, let's go get my man True Hall of Fame to... All of them got 100,000. You mean to tell me that I wouldn't at least get to 50K? Come on. Yo, you know what would happen if other people were going hard for different content creators that are really out here? I perform for a whole different audience. Shout out to All City. All City today was saying in a live stream, he was like, yeah, that if you want to play with them, they play a very specific way. They don't go in a random rec. They play together in their Discord. All their guys, they play in a certain kind of way. But me, I'm teaching people how to play in the random rec and dominate with every single build you see me bring out. My audience is bigger. Why would anybody want to push me to that? When in fact, what they should do is they should be like, nah, let's get ahead and get this nigga to 100,000. Why? Cause the normies, cause I don't say I'm I'm a competitive random rec player. I'm competitive. Now I'll sit here and be like, yo, go shout out to my mans over there, XYZ, boom, boom, boom. Now I could bring more light to more people the faster I grow. But they can't. This is what they're saying about Kevin Samuels. This is what he didn't want to do because he knew that people that were doing it before him, they're going to rat him out. But in the case of the 2K community, people wouldn't put me on because I actually perform for a bigger audience than they do. Pay attention. But just imagine the same push that they gave Jay Easy. Imagine Brutal Sims, Jay Easy, and All City sitting here for the next listen. I will not rest until we go over there and get True Hall of Fame to 50K subscribers. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. You mean to tell me that that's not possible? 50K? 50K. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Let's cut the cap. Let's cut the cap.
And that's who he elevated. But it was completely late in the game. He had already surpassed 1 million subscribers.
Yep.
He was on his way maybe to 2 million, but he handpicked those individuals. So this is where MTR is defending it, and he's right. He did put these guys on, but they were handpicked. He still didn't give credit where he needed to give credit, when he was obviously quoting people and not saying their name or misrepresenting their name. So both of these individuals are right. Okay, that's my commentary on that. Both of the individuals are right. However, it still is the sticking point where MTR, maybe you don't have a frame of reference because you don't even know who CGA is, and you don't even know who CGA is in comparison to Kevin Samuels. You thought probably Kevin Samuels was bigger than CGA in the entire time. And no, he wasn't. Okay, he wasn't. I remember Kevin Samuels when he was doing Soup. He was dressing up a guy named I want to say his name is C Boogie, all right, and he had the thing called the Dom something, all right, the Dom division. And C Boogie is a content creator that was Black Manosphere, but more self-improvement. And he took C Boogie to the suit store. That's the Kevin Samuels I know. Who remembers that? Yeah, Melanie King was also elevated amongst this group. So that's who Kevin Samuels was at 30, 50,000 subs for like years. Yep. He was running around suit stores dressing C Boogie. Like, that's who Kevin Samuels was to me. And he provided every now, and what he would do was jump on panel to panel to panel, not his show. He would just jump on other people's show, and he would say his points, and he would make some good points. His really wasn't blowing up. Now, he did start to blow up when right when the whole average at best thing, that was his opening to the world. But before that, people hated Kevin Samuels. Even men in the space hated him because he would go after men. He would go after men, which was going to be something he later transitioned into going after women. All right, he basically switched from going after men to going after women. When Kevin Samuels started to go after men, he did this probably a year and a half before he started to do the average at best. He would take calls from men, and he wasn't blowing up. He was still at 70,000 subs for years. Okay, doing that. So Myron's right. But now MTR is saying, hold the phone here. Okay, he was trying to help us, but he was putting together a hand-selected click. That's what he was doing. All right, so this is the truth. This is the truth. And whether you like it or not, and press 1 in the chat if you've been around here long enough, that's what he was doing. All right, so this is the truth. This is the truth. And whether you like it or not, funeral, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, he picked Stooges. So if you're mad at what I'm saying and you want to cut this up and edit it, go ahead. But you didn't go to his funeral, so you can shut the fuck up.
And it's the truth. Kevin put on underlings, people that he knew he could control. This is what I be saying to you guys, man. This is I know this is a big reason why it's hard for people to put me on. You ready? And things that I'm nobody's competition, because nobody's doing what I'm doing. Nobody's playing in the random rec every single day. And I squad up with y'all guys in the park every now and again. I just started playing in the park this year. Shout out to NBA 2K Toots. Toots is another one that always showed me love, gave me ideas, different things. Said, yo, get into the park, man. Get into the park. Go out there and play. Do what you gotta. Come on, man. Come on now. But listen, y'all, like I said, but now I want to jump over to the real stuff. I think NBA 2K as a company, they need some new blood up top, man. I get it. There are certain content creators that they like, But they got to start picking up some new blood. And I'm not speaking about just true Hall of Fame. I'm saying, cool, there are some content creators that they go a little over and beyond. But I think Brutal Sims is a pretty fair content creator. Pros and cons. There are some content creators who are over the hill. There are some content, I mean, not over the hill in that way, but like they are over the top. They go a little too extreme. Yeah, maybe not those people, but Brutal Sims. Yeah, I think Brutal Sims is overdue. I think so. I think it's time for 2K to bring up some new blood, man. Put some new blood. Put some, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm telling you right now, y'all. I know, I'm going to leave it at this. There are some people that this year, they got a bump in the 2K community that technically they weren't supposed to get. But I'm going to leave it at that. There were certain people that it was almost like a last resort. But 2K got to start paying attention to more young blood, man. And I'm not saying young bloods in age. I'm saying some of the new blood, new people coming in, giving new, fresh ideas, new, fresh content. It is what it is, man. But listen, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate everybody tuned in, showing nothing but love to the channel. Thank you for being here at True Hall of Fame Bills. Y'all already know what time it is, man. The Hear Me Out podcast. This is a little bit of both today, man. But I appreciate everybody tuned in. Love everybody. Have a good day. See you on the next one. Ya tú sabes.